hills echo with your new voice.
And now, a swan named Louie is about to become a star.
Put your hands together for Louie, the trumpeter swan.
You did it, Louie!
Go, Louie! TriStar Pictures invites you to share all the fun and join Jason Alexander, Reese Witherspoon, Mary Steenburgen, Seth Green, with Carol Burnett and Joe Mantegna, and with music performed by Little Richard. In a classic animated adventure for the whole family. About the special voice inside all of us.
That is dying to come out.
Based on the book by E.B. White, the author of Stuart Little, it's one of the most beloved stories of all time. Trumpet of the Swan.
Get that on the internet.
There in the big blue house, he puts fun on video.
Hop on board for Reading Fun with Thomas and Friends. From early readers to classic stories, kids are always on the right track to reading and learning with Thomas books for every age. Look for these and other best-selling titles wherever books are sold, and take off on a fun-filled reading adventure with Thomas.
Each sold separately.
You'll laugh. You'll cry. You'll get up and dance as you and your family share the ongoing saga of a boy and his dog.
Snoopy!
A dog and his dinner.
I must admit, he's a very satisfying person to cook for.
A girl and her football. And a kid and his blanket.
What are you gonna do with it when you grow up? Maybe I'll make it into a...
Hop on board for Reading Fun with Thomas and Friends. From early readers to classic stories, kids are always on the right track to reading and learning with Thomas books for every age. Look for these and other best-selling titles wherever books are sold, and take off on a fun-filled reading adventure with Thomas.
Storytellers and entertainers.
Right after the movie, be sure to catch a sneak peek at Disney's newest animated motion picture, Lilo and Stitch, coming soon to theaters.
Mr. Conductor, and I'm going to tell you a story about trains, folks far apart, and the magic railroad that brought them together. Every story, like a railroad, has its heroes. Meet Thomas. He's our #1 hero. Hello! But he's running a little late today. This is the island of Sodor, where Thomas and his friends live. It's at one end of my special universe.
Chicken Little! What is it? What's going on?
I like helping out there.
The sky is falling!
By the invitation of Sir Topham Hatt, of course.
Are you crazy? No, it's true. Come to see.
5, 6, 7.
It happened under the old oak tree. I'm not making this up, right? I know it's
numbers, Gordon.
That's a good engine.
I'm counting how many seconds late you are. What does that sign say?
Sodor Railway.
Yes!
Really reliable and right on time.
Cloud on it. And it hit me on the head.
Head of the railway,
like a stop
Sir
sign.
Topham Hatt.
But you weren't on time, little Thomas.
And you're being bossy, Gordon. Now, please excuse me. I'm meeting Mr. Conductor. He's looking after us while Sir Topham Hatt takes a much-needed holiday.
Oh, I think we can take care of ourselves.
No.
Get out of my way! I have unfinished business here! I want to finish it fast! The diesel 10's back!
Yes, 10 out of 10 for devious deeds and brutal strength. The blast from the past, who hates steam engines.
And by the way, I think that you're going to help me and Thomas somewhere in this story.
If Diesel has unfinished business, there's sure to be trouble right around the corner.
Sandal fly, boot fly, shoe fly, that's it.
Botheration.
It's true.
You weren't concentrating, Thomas.
Well, you can't
Lucky
talk.
for you that
have
the buffers
your
were
meals
there.
brought to you in a
That's
pail.
what buffers are for.
Nobody feeds me.
To stop
I live
engines
by my
crashing.
wits.
What are you
I
doing in
didn't
the
feed
sheds,
him.
James?
Bugs would
My
get so
wheels were
numerous they'd
feeling
destroy
worn
the
out
earth.
with work, so Sir
Spiders are
Topham
really
Hatt
very
told me to think
useful
about
creatures.
all the ways I can
wish
be a
I were
really useful engine.
Maybe I'll spin
And
away.
when I have,
Let's
I
see
can
you
come
do
out
it.
again. Nowhere
You there,
not.
Templeton?
Yes, you are.
Got a little piece of string I could borrow?
Big
I
bully!
need it to spin a web.
You weren't concentrating.
What's in it for me?
I'll save you part of my breakfast.
I'm feeling a little blue.
Oh.
Which isn't so hot when you're red.
I'm gonna try that again.
I was naughty.
I
and Sir
advise you to
Topham
put the
Hatt told me to
idea
think
out of your
about all the
mind.
ways I
But
could
you
be
know,
really useful.
why should you worry
Then
about
I
trapping
can come out
food?
again.
I'm glad you're here, Charlotte. Will you stay for a long, long time?
Well, you can't talk. You have your meals brought to you in a pail. Nobody
You
feeds me.
weren't
I live by my
concentrating,
wits.
Thomas.
I didn't
Lucky
eat
for
them.
you that the
Bugs
buffers
would
were
get
there.
so
That's what
numerous they
buffers are
destroy
for.
the earth.
To stop engines
Spiders
crashing.
are really very
What are you doing in the
useful
sheds,
creatures.
James?
I
My
wish I were
wheels were
useful.
feeling worn out
Maybe
with
I'll
work,
spin
so
away.
Sir Topham Hatt
Let's
told
see
me
you
to
do
think
it.
about all
How do
the
I
ways
start?
I can be a really
Take a deep
useful
breath.
engine. And
Now
when I
climb
have,
to the
I
highest
can
place
come
you
out
can
again.
get to.
That's what buffers are for, to stop engines from crashing.
I'm gonna
What's he
try
doing in
that
the sheds,
again.
James?
I
feeling
advise
a
you to
little
put the
blue,
idea out of your mind.
which isn't
but
so
you
hot
know,
when you're
why
red.
should you worry about trapping food?
I was
I'm
naughty
glad
and Sir
you're
Topham
here,
Hatt told me
Charlotte.
to think about all
Will
the
you
ways
stay
I could
for
be
a
really
long,
useful.
long time?
Then I can
A
come out.
spider's life is an answer. If it bothers you so,
Dominate us,
Wilbur,
and you won't
I'll
see
eat it
the earth.
after you're asleep.
Thank you, Charlotte. You're very considerate.
What lost engine?
Dominate us,
All the
and you
animals
won't
trusted
destroy
her.
Earth.
because she was quiet and friendly. And it made Fern happy just to be near them.
Are you all right? Yes, Thomas, but sometimes...
I am sure that everyone will be gratified to learn that after 4 weeks of unremitting effort and patience on the part of the goose, the goslings have arrived.
Congratulations! How many are there? There are 7.
7 is a lucky number.
Luck had nothing to do with this. It was good management and hard work.
Why didn't this one hatch?
It's a dud, I guess.
What are you going to do with it?
You can have it. Roll it away and add it to that nasty collection of yours.
Who now felt really useful.
Be careful.
Was
A rotten egg can be a regular stink bomb.
Thomas,
It is big,
Mr. Conductor.
and it is frightening at times. But on the whole, the world is a wonderful place.
This one is undersized.
That's Jeffrey.
Wobbly wheels.
He takes after
You're
my
just
side of the
jealous,
family,
James.
Hamlet.
The early summer days on a farm are the fairest and happiest of the year. And Wilbur looked forward each day to a visit from Fern. All the animals trusted her because she was quiet and friendly.
Sir Topham
And
has
it
warned
made
me about
Fern
Diesel.
happy
Don't worry, Thomas.
just to be near
I'll
them.
just pop in and out with my sparkle wherever he goes and keep him in order.
Far away on Sodor, the steam engines were confident, cheerful,
I am sure that
determined
everyone
not to be
will be
bullied by
gratified to
Diesel.
learn that after 4 weeks of unremitting effort and patience on
Only
the part of the
James,
goose,
who
the
now felt really
goslings
useful
have
too,
arrived.
was complaining.
Wobbly wheels.
Puffy pistons.
Thomas,
It is big,
Mr. Conductor.
and it is frightening at times. But on the whole, the world is a wonderful place.
This one is undersized.
That's Jeffrey.
Wobbly
He
wheels.
takes after
You're
my
just
side of the
jealous,
family,
James.
Hamlet.
Puffy pistons.
I never saw a
You
gosling
shouldn't have
that
collected,
tiny.
Mr.
There must be
Conductor.
something
I
wrong.
should have.
James is right, little Thomas. Collecting Mr. Conductor
you
is
my
an
mother?
important job.
No, I'm
Important is
Wilbur.
big.
I'm not your
We
mother.
are
I'll
big
be your
and
friend.
You are small.
Oh, we've got
So,
lots in common where it really
Bossy
counts.
sprockets.
Where it really counts. We've got large amounts. What we look like doesn't count. And now we've got lots in common where it really counts. You've got feathers, I've got skin, but both our outsides hold us in.
I've got hooves, you've got web feet, but we both stand up to it.
Cause we've got lots in common where it really counts. Where it really counts. We've got large amounts. What we look like doesn't count an ounce. We've got lots in common where it really counts. You've got a beak and I've a snout, but both of us can sniff about.
Come along, Jeffrey. It's time for
So
swimming.
who dropped the ball then?
You want to go?
I'd love to go swimming with you, but I don't swim.
I'll stay with Wilbur, Mom.
Suit yourself.
Let's be friends forever, Wilbur. Want to?
Jeffrey, there's a horrible fact of life that Charlotte's working on the problem. Aren't you, Charlotte?
Indeed, yes. But I see no point in withholding unpleasant information from your friend. Think of a way to save him.
Can I help?
We'll see. First, I have to think of an idea.
I love you, Wilbur.
I love you too, Jeffrey.
Did Uncle Homer's goslings have hatched?
Oh, how many?
7.
You
Oh,
find her
she's
here.
terribly
You're not clever enough to stop
What does she look
me.
like?
Oh, yes, I am.
Well,
No, you're
she has
not.
8 legs
What?
and
Is
catches
that-
flies so she can
It's
drink
sugar,
their
Diesel.
blood.
And if I throw this in your
Wilbur
tank, it'll
adores
seize you up
her.
for good.
What?
Be alone so much.
But I'm not alone.
Mr. Conductor, but what happened to your sparkle?
I don't know, Thomas.
Charlotte?
To sleep on
Yes, Wilbur?
Are you thinking about your plan to save my life?
No, Thomas.
Chin up, Wilbur. Just stop worrying.
Problem.
I don't want to die, Charlotte.
But Mr.
I love it here in the barn.
Without your
Of
sparkle,
course you do.
all the lost engines,
We all
you
do.
can't travel here to
How
help
are you
us
going to
anymore.
save me, Charlotte?
Now go to
You just
sleep.
go to sleep now.
You'll see me in the morning.
For you to say.
I'll try.
Just stop
You
worrying.
won't find her here.
I don't want to
You're
die.
not clever enough to stop
I love
me.
it here in
Oh,
the
yes,
barn.
I am.
Of course
No,
you
you're
do.
not.
We all do.
What is that?
How are you going to
Right,
save me,
it's sugar,
Charlotte?
Diesel. And if
Now
I throw
go
this
to
in your
sleep.
tank, it'll
You'll
seize you up
see
for
me in the
good.
morning.
And all that line of
try.
tin kettles. Shut up, Richard.
Mr. Conductor,
Get some sleep,
but what
Wilbur.
happened to your sparkle?
I don't know, Thomas. I'll just have to sleep on that.
On your sparkle?
Is the hour
No, Thomas.
when frogs and thrushes
Problem. What happened to her?
praise
But Mr. Conductor, without your sparkle, all the lost engines, you can't
rushes.
travel here to help us anymore.
I'll solve the problem.
my love.
You just go to sleep now.
Sleep, my only deep, in the dark. You're no bother to me, Wilbur.
Up a bit.
You are my one true friend.
There, James.
Attention, everybody.
Tickle all gone?
Hey, Mr. C, why do you look so tired? Is it because I'm red?
Templeton,
Diesel
you
says
too.
red is a very tiring color, but Mr.
Sorry,
C, red looks so
I'm
nice
busy.
against the snow. It's not me, is it?
Oh,
I
no,
call
of
this
course
meeting
not,
because
James. I think the
I'm
red is bright and
concerned about
cheerful.
Wilbur's safety.
Just like my sparkle.
I need another
least it
message,
was.
and if anybody can
must be
think of
again.
one, I'll weave it into the web.
How about
I'm sorry, James.
Wilbur's
I'm going to the
nice.
windmill to
Well,
search for something
he
important.
is nice.
Now off you go to work,
But I
please.
need something a
Okay,
little more
Mr. C,
exciting.
keep your steam
How
up.
about Pig Supreme?
Smile, you steamers.
no
It's
good.
a sunny day.
Sounds like a rich dessert.
It's not sunny because Mr. C's not at the windmill.
How
I
about
looked.
terrific, terrific, terrific?
My smoke
Cut
box
that
doesn't
down to
feel
one
sunny.
terrific,
It feels
and it
stuffed
might
up.
do very nicely.
Nasty fumes
I
from
think
Dingy
terrific
Diesel.
will impress
And
Zuckerman.
Diesel is after the
But
lost engine.
Charlotte, I'm not terrific.
I fear that will destroy
You're
us all.
terrific as far as I'm
Even an engine as
concerned.
big as me?
Yes, Lord, even you.
I've still got sneezing powder up my funnel. Now I'm going to look for Mr. Conductor.
Let us
Why
get
don't
back
you
to
try
work.
over by
That's
the
what he would
fence,
want.
Templeton?
How about a race,
Murphy
Thomas?
dropped half a sandwich
Sorry,
from his
Bertie,
lunch there.
I can't today.
Why,
I have to be a
thank
really
you,
useful engine
Charlotte.
and solve some mysteries instead. I guess that means I win. Perhaps another day.
Thomas, is that you?
Mr. Conductor! Mr. Conductor!
Thomas?
Mr. Conductor!
Thomas?
That was nice,
Through the
Charlotte.
night on Muffled
Perhaps the next time I call a
The
meeting,
engines
Templeton,
on Sodor had
you'll
her
see
very
fit
much
to
in their
attend.
thoughts.
Charlotte, look at Wilbur.
Please,
Thomas,
would you
I
revive
was
Wilbur, please?
How does Mr. Conductor travel here?
My gold dust.
Maybe there's a lost railway, too.
Charlotte,
Mr.
you're going to kill
Conductor's
me.
railway.
I don't want to
The
die.
journey gets bumpier
Wilbur,
and bumpier.
now calm down.
That's what Mr. Conductor
I can't
told
stand
me.
hysterics. It might start Zuckerman thinking about crunchy bacon.
Oh.
Wilbur, I forbid you to faint.
I know where there's a package of soap flakes with writing on it. I'll bring you a piece of the package. With new radiant action.
What does it mean?
How should I know? I suppose the next thing you want me to fetch is a dictionary.
With new radiant action. Wilbur, run around. I want to see if you're radiant in action. Jump in the air. Do a backflip with a half twist in it. It's radiant action, but it's interesting.
Actually, I feel radiant.
Then radiant you shall be. Well, thank you, Templeton. You've been most helpful.
How's that for a pig?
That pig is radiant. Never seen nothing like it.
Handsome pig.
That's a pig will win prizes. Mine. Wish he was mine.
So who dropped the ball?
First you gotta turn the little sun.
Just a little sweeter, I think.
And to feast yourself.
The baby!
And you're not in it. Who's in this one? Perfect time. Now where is that lost engine?
Let's just kill the kid and get it over here.
You're not clever enough to stop me.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. What is that?
Easy, sugar, Diesel. If I throw this in your tank and seize your whole motion.
Who's there?
At night, when the other engines are tucked away in their sheds, you can still hear the faraway call of an engine's whistle and the clickety-clack of train wheels turning.
Her very much in their thoughts.
This is the sound of the mail train. One train is pulled by Thomas and the other by Percy, as the loads are too heavy for one engine to do the work alone.
Thomas,
The mail is loaded into freight cars at the harbor, and the engines pull their trains through the silent stations, delivering their precious loads.
Maybe there's a lost railway, too. Mr. Conductor's railway. The journey gets bumpy.
On a clear night, a big shiny moon brightens their journey, but often Thomas and Percy can't even see the stars.
Bumpers are at the end of a railway.
But whatever the weather,
That's how he
lamps
travels.
along the track always light their way.
Belonging to the lost engine. Percy, you are clever.
One night, Percy was waiting at the junction.
Very wobbly.
The main line train was late.
I'm sorry, you two. Diesel heard every word you said.
At last, Henry arrived.
You'd better carry on and get the mail delivered.
Oh,
Sorry, he puffed. The mail boat from the mainland was delayed.
Pulling freight cars is a sooty job, T. Salty. But then you would... Oh? This is a job for the boss!
I've got to delay him. I've got to distract him.
It's the old teapot! Smash him! Smash him? Pinky, get back here! Pinky, don't make me come up here. I hate it when you do this.
Good show.
Boss, did you mean to let the roof fall in? All the way in?
I always mean what I do, you rattle traps.
Diesel was in a dump, but the steam engines were still right on track.
All the other engines, they'll tell you so. The huffs and puffs and whistles, rushing to and fro. He's the really useful engine we adore. He's a really useful engine.
Henry? What's the matter?
I've got boiler ache.
And I'm collecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trucks of special Island of Sodor coal for you.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. Special coal will make me feel much better.
But I wish I could make Mr. Conductor feel better, too, by finding him.
He did not. How could he? He's away for a week.
Thomas,
Oh,
worried about you.
said
Bertie
James.
says you lost a coal truck.
Oh,
Yes.
Where's
It disappeared
Percy?
when I was at the buffers, near the little grotto.
Maybe
Percy had wisely disappeared.
And the grotto is the lost engine's special platform.
When Sir Topham Hatt came back,
Percy,
he was cross
you
with James
protect
and
those
Percy
buffers
for
from
causing
diesel.
so much trouble.
And I'll find Mr. Conductor.
Me? Why me?
Because you're a brave engine, Percy.
But the very next day, Percy was still being cheeky.
Yeah. Oh, that. Well, I did it on purpose.
I say, you
know, I was
engines, I'm to
testing
take
to
some
see if
freight
it
cars
could
to Thomas's
escape.
Junction.
Liar,
Sir
liar.
Topham Hatt chose me especially. He must know.
Watch out for the viaduct, Diesel!
Okay, Twinkle Toes. I know about the buffers.
Don't waste your arrows. Let the traitor rot in his watery grave.
My dream. It's
Find the
coming
girl.
true.
If you have to burn the city to
My
the
universe
ground,
is starting to
so
crumble.
be it.
And I know about the magic railway. And when I find that engine, you and all those puffballs will be history. Now tell me where the buffers are. That's what I saw in my dream. It's coming true. My universe is starting to crumble. And when I find that engine, you and all those puffballs will be You got 10 seconds. 10.
The sentence for insubordination is death.
7. 6.
Threw away a promising.
5.
Consider it my highest
4. 3.
Get him! And don't hit my horse!
Did you put all this here for me? But you must have known that I was coming. How kind of you. Oh.
Don't waste your arrows.
I'm at the windmill.
Let the traitor rot in
Now
his
that's what I call a
watery
perfect
grave.
landing.
Find the girl.
So boss.
How come you let Twinkle Toes escape?
Yeah.
Oh, that. Well, I did it on purpose. You know, I was testing him to see if he could escape.
Liar, liar.
Pants on fire.
Does he wear pants?
Well, training pants.
Oh, right.
No, I'm
right.
a really useful engine.
Playtime's over, Splodge.
More likely he wants you
Now
out
it's
of the
time
way,
for the next
grunted
lesson,
James.
huh?
Gordon
I call it
looked
how to
across to
stop being
James.
stupid.
They were going to play a clip. James and I were just speaking about signals at the junction. We can't be too careful about signals, but then I needn't say that to a really useful engine.
Show this, yeah, right? I show this. You feel bad that Elvis got arrested. I got news for you. Elvis was never fucking arrested. Elvis did this himself. Elvis was so fucking high, one night, he called up the fucking police and said, "Hey, Elvis, I'm coming down. I want to get my picture taken and my mugshot. I never had it done. Red, get the boys. I want to get down there and get my mugshot taken." He got all dressed up. He's got his TCB, taking care of business glasses. He's got the medallions and the high collar and everything. He looks pretty fucking good. He's a little, you can see he's a little fucked up. You know why? Elvis didn't drink. You know that, right? He didn't drink alcohol. You know what he drank? Formula 44D. I love him. It makes me love him more. Formula 44D. When he wanted to get really high, he'd drink like 4 bottles. Think about that. He's doing shots of cough medicine. That's right. Guy never had a fucking cold as long as I worked for him. Elvis invented the addiction to prescription medicine that's going on in this country. Think about it. End of his life, fat, bloated.
Grotto is the lost engine special platform. You protect those buffers from diesel. What?
I can't believe this guy. I throw everything I've got at him, and it doesn't even...
Because you're a brave engine, Percy.
What?
Oh.
I forgot.
those?
So, boss.
I don't know. I thought they looked kind of dead.
Four.
New question?
Oh,
No. Oh, but there is. No, then.
Did you put all this here for me?
I think
But you must have known that I was coming.
eating something.
How kind
no,
of you.
Master.
There's You're not eating, boy.
I'm at the windmill.
Very
Now, that's
good.
what I call a perfect landing. This must be the clue to unlock the source of the gold dust. Stoke up the magic in the mountain and the lady will smile.
Different in here.
Nothing, sir.
Then watch the swirls that spin
Isn't this
so
one
well.
new? It's awfully good. Looks very much like the gypsy
Oh, where's the
girl.
writing gone?
I know.
So, boss.
Escape! Now Paris
Well,
is
I did it on
burning
purpose.
because
You know, I was
of you.
testing him to see if he could escape.
You idiot! That wasn't kindness, it was cunning.
All
She's
right.
a gypsy.
My
Gypsies
time's
are
over,
not capable
Sludge.
of real love.
Now it's
Think,
time for the
boy.
next lesson.
Think
huh?
of your
I call it
mother.
how to stop being stupid.
What chance could a poor
Now that's gonna ruin my face.